Hi everyone, here are a few details about how to handle layers in your drawing. So when you open your title block or you open your drawing, you might be in paper space like this, or you might be, I'm going to go to model space, you might be in model space like this. Either one is okay. You can still see this whole ribbon at the top of your screen. And that's where you will find this button right here that says Layer Properties. Right in the middle of this ribbon, there's a whole section that's about layers. So we'll click that thing that says Layer Properties. And here are all our layers that we have in our title block. Now, if you want to turn a layer off, because it's got a bunch of stuff on it you don't want to see, there is a place here called Freeze Thaw. Let me grab my slider here and make it just a little bit bigger so you can see the word freeze. These are shining suns, which means these layers are thawed, they are visible. If you don't want a layer to be visible, like let's say you want to turn your topo layer off, you click that button and it turns into an ice crystal. That means that layer is frozen, and that means you cannot see it and you cannot move it or copy it or change it. When you're ready to turn it back on again, click that ice crystal and it turns back into a sun. I want to warn you, do not use the light bulb. And let's make that label a little bit visible. It says on, light bulb on. The reason not, so clicking the light bulb will turn the light on or off, and your layer is on or off, and you might think, oh, well, that sounds what I want. No, it's not, because if you just click the light bulb and turn the light off, those lines still exist in your drawing even though they're invisible right now. So you might be over here in your drawing happily copying and moving and doing whatever else you're doing, not realizing that all these lines on that invisible layer are still getting worked on, and then when you turn that layer back on you say, oh, holy cow, what happened to my lines? So just stay away from that one. No light bulbs for us. Go to the freeze or thaw. So this is where you freeze a layer so you cannot see it and you cannot work on it. While we're in here, I'll show you one other handy button. I'll make this a little bit bigger. So there's a column that has to do with whether you can plot that layer or not. And if you look at your list of layers in your title block, you'll notice that I have clicked this printer button on your viewport layer. It's got a red circle on it. And that red circle means now this is no print. So when you go to your title block, oops, sorry, let me get out of here, forgot. When you go to your title block, yes, you can see your viewport line, but if you go to print it, it won't print. And that's true if, let me see if this will work. If you do I don't know if I have a printer set up. Yeah, there's my print preview. So you can see, we see our title block lines, but no viewport line. Yay. Okay. I wanted to show you something else. What was it? Oh, and while we're here, this drop down thing here, this is where we select what layer we want to be current. Let's go back to model space. Let's say I'm working on something, and what am I going to do? I accidentally put a line on maybe I put a line on a window layer. La la la, here's my line. Okay. Oh, whoops, I meant to put those on the wall layer, not on the glazing layer. What do? Well, I just select my lines. Now they're selected. You can tell because the grips are lit up. and I drop down my layer list and I click on the layer that I want, and now those are on the wall layer that I wanted. But my layer that was current is still current. All I've done is I've moved these to the layer I want. Now, let's see. If you want to make new layers, let's go back to our layer properties thing here. If you want to make new layers, there are some buttons up here at the top, and if you hover over the button, it will tell you what each one means. This one here with the, I don't know what that is, a picture of a bright light. That's the new layer. If you click on that, look here, here's a new layer. And what shall we do? Let's make a new layer with a, I don't remember what the layer, official layer names are, so I'll just go, this might be wrong. I'm going to make an A wall hidden. I'm not sure that's the right name, but let's say I'm going to make a hidden line. Okay, now I've got a new layer. Here's my color for my new layer, and if I don't want that color, I can click on that color button and the color thingy comes up here. What shall we do? Maybe I'll make this one green. Okay, now that layer is green. Now I want to make that a hidden line, so here in this column that is for line type, I'll click on the word that matches the line type. And here are some line types. Here is the hidden line that we already have loaded in our drawing, and I actually messed up. I should have loaded hidden 2, and I'll show you why. And notice that hidden 2 is not one of the choices here. That's because when you first start a drawing, there are no line types loaded in order to save file size. So you have to click the Load button, where you have a list of all the possible line types that you might find. And here are hidden 2, and another one. So if you look at this picture, you notice, aha, AutoCAD has made the hidden line with longer dashes than the hidden 2 line. These dashes are going to be 1/4 of an inch long when printed, and for many drawings I like to have dashes that are 1/8 of an inch long. So I'm going to load this hidden 2 line type. Okay. And now look, it has appeared in our list of possible line types. Now I will click that hidden 2 type and OK. And now if we look at our wall hidden 2 layer, there that is. And now here, if I wanted to change the line weight, I could. This one has come in with a 0.25 line weight, just like the layer above it, and that's what I want for my hidden line, so I don't have to change that. But if I wanted to, I would just click on that line weight size thing and pick whatever line weight I wanted, and then tell it OK. And if I want this line to be the current line, I could click on this button right here to set current, or I could drop down my layer list thingy here and go, oh, there's the layer I want to be current. I will click on that. And now it's the current layer. But just to review the main point was, how do you turn layers on and off? It is under this Layer Properties button, and we are looking for our Freeze Thaw button, the sun and the ice crystal. So there you are.